Previously on the George Hammer Show. Oh god, seriously, we're doing this again?
Today is my birthday special.
I have to join my ultramarine brothers to stop the Tyranid invasion.
I have food poisoning!
I'm sorry, but I don't love you.
But laddie, I'm pregnant with your baby.
And now for the epic conclusion, if you can call it that.
Funny. I don't even think half of that happened. Oh well. Greetings, brothers, sisters, and heretics, and welcome back to the George Hammer Show, and welcome back to part 2. Woo. Yes, I'm doing part 2 of my Grots. I just want to finish them off, and I'm very close to finishing them off because I'm literally halfway through. I've just got to add, like I said last time, a few extra colours, and that's it. And then shading, obviously. So yeah, let's get started. But before we do, got my Harry Potter mug bag. Ooh, but this time I've decided to try something new. I decided to try a new coffee that I bought recently. In fact, I will go show you now. Hold on. Beanie's Cherry Bakewell coffee. So it's an interesting flavour. I've never really tried flavoured coffee before. The closest is literally having a mocha, and that's not flavoured, is it? It's just chocolate and coffee mixed together. So I'll give it a shot. So let's give it a try. Hopefully the Harry Potter mug will add some magic to it. It's alright. It's kind of underwhelming, but no. Fair enough. Right, yeah, so let's get started. So, a brush, so whoosh, and let's get started. So, I believe with this one, because I was currently painting this one, wasn't I? I'm going to add some gold details to the grots. So, obviously, I'm going to get some, which one is it? Retributor Armor. A little shake. And I don't know if you can see, just put it to the camera. Yeah, it's got all over the sides. I don't know why. I think it is just every time I open it, for some strange reason, it keeps leaking out the back. So, yeah, oh well. Here's what it is. You know you're a true artist when everything's a mess. Right, so that should be enough because don't really need too much. It's mostly for guns and stuff like that, so yeah, do that. And let's begin. So I'm gonna get the gold details on this gun here. I don't think there's anything else I need to add on to, so I'll just go ahead and brush on. When I was thinking before, because yesterday, like I said, I decided to put an end to the video. And when I checked the time, and I was like, oh yes, the episode's like over 20 odd minutes long, so I was like, yeah, it's actually a good thing that I stopped because it would have been longer, and yeah, I didn't want to make the video too long, so it was good that I stopped there. But I did think before, I am happy enough to do longer videos, but only if it's like a very big figure, because I want to be doing some Primarchs and that, so you know, it'd be pretty cool to get that done. So, considering that it is my birthday weekend still, I was actually thinking, if I can, I might see if I can get some Primarchs in particular, I might want to get the Demon Primarchs. So, you know, that'd be interesting. Don't know if I can. I mean, you know, it's wishful thinking. But we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, I think I would be doing maybe a few special videos on Ankron, Mortarion, Fulgrim, and oh, what's the last one? Hang on. Don't do it. Magnus Red. That's it. Yeah, I'll probably do either maybe hour-long videos on those, or I could split them into 2 parts like this. Or again, depending on how long it takes to do them, because they are bigger figures, so maybe it won't be so bad. But actually, I think I've done the gold features here. You know what, actually, I will do the top of his stick bomb. Why not? Why not? And once I've done this, I will cut away, because like I said, this one didn't take too long. And I'll just add the gold details to the other figures. Okay, there we go. Ah, perfect. Right, yep, that's that done. So, like I said, I'm going to add the gold details to the other ones. I'm not going to show every figure that I've done, but, you know, I'll just show, again, like I said in the last one, I'll show examples of what I've done with other figures, because I want to show off all of them when they're done, so you can see what it's like. Anyway, cut away, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so all the gold details are done, as you can see here on his gun, and a little bit of the skull there. That's for one. For the other, his gun as well, and his belt buckle. Also done a little checkered gun pattern there. It's bloody effort, but worth it. As you can see, gold and stick bomb done. For this one is his guns and his bullet belt on the back. And for this one, it's just the gun. Oh, and I've done a gold suit for him, because why not? Yeah, so those are just some examples. On to the next colour. Ooh. Ooh. Right. Yeah, so next colour I'm going to do is Avalon Sunset. Nice bright yellow colour. And I believe, looking at my Grots, just a couple more colours and I will be done. So let's get the yellow going. There we go. And let's do this one. This one's a different one. But he has a yellow vest, so I will be doing that. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly brush on his vest, not without dropping him. Bloody hell. Eee. Oh, I actually forgot to mention as well, while I'm doing this, one of my shorts actually received a temporary block. It was the D&D in real life short. It got a block, and at first I thought it was Wizards of the Coast being like, oh, you can't use D&D manuals in your shorts. So I thought, oh god, I was like, okay. Like, I know they're not like too bad, but sometimes they can be a bit stringent, but that's just it with companies. So I was checking it out and I was like, okay, maybe it's the maybe it is Wizards of the Coast, maybe it's because of the D&D manual, which I thought would be a bit weird. But no, it was the music. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm pretty sure the music is royalty free, right? So I looked it up and it's like, yeah, the music is technically royalty free, but it turns out the music clip that I used was under the claim of a particular company. When I looked it up, it still said it was royalty free. So I was like, okay, I'm really confused. Because I put my dispute forward and I said, like, right, I use the iMovie app to make these videos. So I don't really get why you'd be making a claim over the music if it's on an app where it should be royalty free, right? According to the rules of YouTube, if you make a short and it's over a minute long and you use royalty free music, that particular person is within their rights to put a claim forward, which I thought, okay, that's a bit, like, in my opinion, that's a bit stupid, but whatever. So anyway, I put my dispute forward, and from what I can tell, the block has been lifted. I've not actually checked my emails yet, I will do in a minute. But yeah, I just thought it was like a bit weird. So yeah, again, a little bit of a story time there, but yeah, I was honestly kind of shocked, really. I was like, oh, okay, my first block. Thankfully it wasn't a copyright strike, because that would have been a bit more serious. And I would have been a bit more, I guess, a bit more annoyed. Sorry, I didn't itchy ear there for a second. I cannot scratch it at the moment. But yeah, like I said, it was pretty funny in a way. But yeah, the block has been lifted because I believe it's still in dispute. Unless they've turned around and said, no, it's fine. But until then, until I check, I don't know. But it's back on anyway, so if you want to check it out, you can do. Just I'd recommend doing it while it's still up, because if they come back and reaffirm their claim, yeah, the short could be taken down. I mean, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. If needs be, I'll just have to take the music out of it, but we'll see when it comes to it. Okay, so I've nearly done this vest now. Just gotta get a little bit here. Just a little bit. There we go. Okie dokie, I'm just going to get the lightning bolt bits here. That's it. There we go. Okay, so that's the outside one. Now for the tricky part, the inside one. Oh bloody hell. No. I can see myself screwing this up, but oh well. Give it a shot. Oh no, I actually got it pretty well. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Awesome. And I think all the yellow details on this are done, so I'm going to get this guy. Start doing the yellow bits of the wire. And what I'm going to do is, because this wire I'm going to make with a black stripe pattern, so I'm just going to do a bit of this wire first, and then I will cut away. So I'll just let me get this bit here. Excellent. Keeping within the lines like a good little boy. There we go. Right, yeah, so I'm going to cut away now and I'll show you what I've done.
Right, so as you can see, I've done the lightning bolts on his power box, and I've done his vest. So this guy is very nearly complete. I just need to do his pants and obviously the base. And yeah, I'll just paint a few of his fangs because obviously they've gone green. I'm not showing the other one that I was doing only because the wire, I'm waiting for it to dry so I can do something else with it. But for now, I'm going to move on to the next colour.
Okie dokie, so the next colour I'm going to do is snakebite leather to do some brown clothing. Because a lot of these gobbos, obviously, they naturally wear pants like any normal person would, so I'm going to do them brown. There's also a few that I've got like dungarees on, so I'll be doing those brown as well. Like I said, I will be waiting for that wire to dry because I want to do, like I said, I want to do black stripes on it, but like I said, I've just got to wait for it to dry. It should dry while I'm doing this, so yeah. Okay. Okay, and oh, there he is. Like I said, there's a fair few of them here, so yeah. Right, there we go. There's going to be pants. They shouldn't take too long because snakebite leather is a contrast paint, so it's very quick to apply. So this should not take too long. Okay, very nearly done with this guy. Oh, I actually remembered as well, today, I went to the shop before and I saw Easter eggs out on display, and that's when I clicked. I was like, oh yeah, I was meant to figure out when Easter Sunday is, so I can plan something around it. So for anyone that doesn't know, Easter Sunday is the 5th of April, so yeah, mark that down in your calendars. Not for me in particular, but you know, it'd be nice if you think about me. But yeah, no, it's Easter Sunday is the 5th of April, so keep that on your calendars. And I have actually also decided I know what I'm going to do for a miniature. So that will be very interesting. I'm hoping I can find a really good one. Like I said, I'm not going to say what it is, but yeah, once you see it, things will start to make sense. Just going over again with another thin coat just to make it a bit darker. There we go. That should be okay. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Just gotta get his. There we go, just got him in the bottle. Ooh, yeah. Right. Trying to see which ones. Oh, I'll go back to the first one that I was doing because he's got a little, I guess there's a little pouch on his side. I can do that with snakebite leather. There we go. But yes, with the Easter special one, I will be doing it like I did with the Valentine's special. I'm just going to be trying to make it arts and crafty, but probably not as much because one, like I said, with the Valentine's one, that was bloody difficult, and it's one of those where I think with the Easter one, it's just going to be like relatively, like decoration wise, I'll probably just put like a couple of eggs and some bunny ears on the figure. So you know, you can think about what the figure's going to be and just imagine it with rabbit ears. And if you have a guess of what it could be, leave a comment with what your guess is. I'm not going to be able to tell you anyway, but you know, it'd be good to take a guess. There we go. Pouch done. Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick look through my grots and see which ones need brown doing, and yeah, I'll show off what I've done. Okay.
Okie dokie, so first one, I done brown for his little satchel there and the handle of his dagger. I've also, like I said, done another square pattern on his gun. Checkered pattern, sorry. Done the handle of this dagger here. Oh, and his little straps there. For this one, I've done the covering of his gun. So he's got like a cloth there. This one is his little cloth there. And as you can see, I've done the wire there. Little stripe pattern. This one, I've done his pants, as you can see. And this one, I'm actually kind of proud of this one. Done his pants, but look how much shit he's got on him. He's got so many tools. And like I said, he's got his drill and his gun here. I am so happy with how that's turned out because, yeah, those checker patterns were a pain in the arse. So happy with how they turned out. Right, so the next part, because there's not that many colours, I'm just going to do a bit of tidying up and just going to add additional colours and I will explain what I've done. Okie dokie.
I'm a wizard. Okay, so the colours I'm going to be using are corn red, frost heart, and Korax white. Like I said, I will just sort all this out and then I will show you the result. Oh, one last paint I forgot to mention, Wildwood.
Right, so as you can see, I used the frost heart on the wire spool here. The wildwood on the outer of the spool. I used corn red on the wrench part there. Where else did I use it? I used it on this guy's apron and oh yeah, also on this guy's shirt here. Shirt, vest, same difference. Yeah, so that's all of them pretty much done. Now I just need to do their bases and shading.
Okay, so for now, I'm going to put this paintbrush away because I'm going to need a bigger brush. There we go. Put technical brush away and get my standard brush. And what I'm going to do for the base, I'm going to do Agrelin Earth. Is it? Yep. Again, just make sure I'm grabbing the right one. What I like about this one is that it acts like any other paints because with technical paints, they usually mix with like a grainy texture. That's why they're very good for bases. But with Agrelin Earth, what it does is it acts more like a paste of sorts, so you can spread it around. But then once it's hardened, it kind of just like sets in and it looks like cracky and that, so it looks like dry earth. It honestly looks really good. So I thought, why not use it for these guys? Right, so let's make a start. I'll just get this guy at random. Okay. And hopefully this shouldn't take too long to do. Like I said, I'm not going to show all of the bases being painted because obviously it's going to take a good few minutes and I don't want to bore people to death with it. But yes, we are close to approaching the end. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm nearly out of coffee, so it's nearly the end of the video. Oh yes, I would also like to know, again, I'm probably just going to ask this every so often, but how do people think I'm doing? Because I've been getting obviously a fair few likes, and obviously I really appreciate it, but I'm a stickler for criticism. I love I'm always anticipating criticism and that, so whenever people give me a compliment about something, I'm like, okay, cool, what was wrong with it? That's always my response. I'm always seeking out criticism of some sort, and it's not because I'm a nihilistic not a nihilistic arsehole, although I like to think I am. But no, it's just I'm always one of those, I want to improve my craft, and the best way to do that is, I want people to tell me if there's ways I can improve in that, because I know for a fact these videos do need to be a bit better. I'm going to be saving up for cameras and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll be getting mics in. I mean, potentially, that's one done. Potentially could get a mic in, and that I don't know. For better sound quality, but I don't know. Depends. But yeah, I'm going to be getting cameras so I can record a bit better. But it's also, the camera's going to be for future projects, like when I stream games and stuff like that. So, I'm going to need the cameras for that. I'm also going to need, what else? I just need stuff for my PC, because at the moment I've just been editing from my phone, but I do have a PC that my friend, my very generous friend, has been helping me to set up, and all I need is a few components and that'll be it. Now, I know how it sounds. I am not asking people to go out and be like, oh, I'll give you money for this stuff. No, I'm not asking that at all. Even just me talking about this now, this isn't me, I'm not shilling or begging or anything like that. I'm just, like I said, I'm just explaining what needs to be done with my channel, what I want to be doing. Hang on a sec. Just get there. There we go. Oh, that's another one done. But yeah, all I'm saying is, this is just me explaining what I want to do and how I want to improve my channel. And yeah, again, it just helps when I list things off and that. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But yes, the future projects, like the stream of games, the podcasts and stuff like that, that will come in time. I don't know when. I need to get it sorted. I also need to get people involved, to be fair. So I need to find people that will be fine with being seen on camera with more. But yeah, that will be a bridge I will cross when I come to it. But for now, because I am on to my third miniature that I'm doing the base for, like I said, it's just a quick brush on the base. We're going to have to let it dry anyway, so it will be a while before I can do the shading. There we go. Okay, so that's the third one done. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut ahead and I'm going to do the shading off screen, and then I'll show you the entire result, and then final thoughts as per usual. Okie dokie, see you in a minute. The shade I will be using, by the way, is Agrax Earthshade. So, just wait for the bases to dry and we'll get shading. Ooh, I really need to pick it a moment.
Okay, so here are all my grots in order. This is Shooty, this is Drillbit, this is Sparky, this is Spindle, this is Barbarian, this is Numbnuts, Ninja, Rambo, Bonehead, Barbarian number 2, Shouty, Wiry, Goggles, Shooty number 2, and Gregory.
Okay, coffee is done, so the video is done. And yeah, that's it. That's all my grots done. I know it was not really one of those I didn't really want to do 2 parts for it, but yeah, as you can see, there were like 15 of them and it's taken a while to do them, so yeah, I'm kind of glad I did split it into 2 parts. And with that, that's the end of my birthday weekend, and yeah, that's it. That's all I can really say. So I think to celebrate, I've got myself a McDonald's. I've still got my Ben & Jerry's.
Ooh, that one's churro flavor.
And yeah, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, watch a bit of TV and enjoy the last bit of my weekend. And I hope all of you have had a really good weekend as well. Whether it was your birthday or not, you know, happy birthday to you. And if not, I just, like, in general, I just hope you've all had a good weekend. And with that said, I am George Hammer, Brothers, Sisters and Heretics. I'll see you around, and that's it, the end.